Should humans bring back extinct species? The process of de-extinction requires the DNA of an extinct animal to be injected in the egg of a living species that is of closest relative. For example, if it was the mammoth that was to be recovered, then the elephant egg would be the one used. Humans now have the chance to recover animals such as the passenger pigeon and the woolly mammoth, as these animals are currently classified as bodily, but not genetically extinct. Some animals have been extinct up to 200,000 years ago, can now be brought back due to their DNA that has been preserved in museum specimens and fossils. Although the scientific process of bringing back these animals is very expensive and can be an economic strain, it will take science to new lengths. Bringing back these animals will also create biodiversity, reinstate reduced ecosystems, and make up for negative influence humans have had on different animals. There are different ways as to how de-extinction can help science advance. The solid investigation of the extinct species will inform us as to why these species were impotent in the first place. De-extinction can also help us understand evolution in more depth, such as, was it humans or was it natural selection that caused these animals to go extinct? And if the answer is in fact natural selection, then we can understand reasons such as what held these animals back, and the theory of evolution can be understood on a deeper level. With the understanding the methods of de-extinction, we can help animals that are in danger of being extinct and preserve the biodiversity which is so delicate in this world. Endangered populations can have their genetic variability reinstated. Animals such as the woolly mammoth were named Keystone in their area. To bring back these animals can help reestablish ecological richness. These species, the woolly mammoth, were the main herbivore in the largest biome on Earth called Mammoth Steppe, located in the far north. With them gone, the grasslands turned into a species-poor tundra and boreal forest. The European aurochs, extinct in 1627, were the main reason why meadows and grasslands in Europe and Asia kept their biodiversity. The return of the Tasmanian tiger, otherwise known as cyclone, which went extinct in 1936, would restore the wilderness located in Tasmania. Threatened by lodgers, the Tasmanian tiger would guarantee its security. Animals such as these help sustain and will help restore these regions once again. With animals being brought back, children, the future generation, have the opportunity to experience what we were not able to. They will see animals such as the woolly mammoth, the passenger pigeon, the Carolina parakeet, the great ox, ivory-billed woodpeckers, Eskimo curlews, Labrador ducks, and the famous dodo birds. They can see animals that are so unique. With the positive mindset that the children will have on animals in nature, zoos will be well-frequented place. With the income the zoos will receive, money can continue into funding de-extinction and saving animals from extinction, and the country can grow economically as well. Bringing back these animals will also be morally correct, as humans were the cause for most of their extinction in the first place. One animal that went extinct because of human influence is the southern gastric brooding fox, scientifically known as the Rheobatrachus silus. This was an especially special species, as the birthing method is none like humans have seen before. The mother would transform her stomach into a womb. After she stops producing hydraulic acid in her stomach, so her offspring won't be digested, and then she swallows the eggs. Approximately 20 to 25 tadpoles will hatch and stay for the next 6 weeks. During this time, the mother does not eat, and she starts breathing with her skin because the bloating of the stomach forced her lungs to break down. Then her fully formed froglets are then brought into the world through the process of propulsive vomiting. This unique ability of stopping stomach acid from producing, if understood, can help doctors find out new ways to treat stomach ulcers and help people who are recovering from stomach surgery recover faster. With all these frogs being taken to laboratories to get examined, the whole species eventually died out in 1983. Then a similar species, called the northern gastric breeding frog, scientific name Rehobatrachus vitilinus, was discovered a year later of the extinction of the southern gastric breeding frog. And yet again, a year later, humans drove this unique species to go extinct. Humans drove many amazing animals like these into extinction, and now have the opportunity to bring them back. It would be morally right. With the cited fungus causing the apocalypse of the frogs, we are only left with 40% of the 7,000 different species of frogs we have come to know. With 200 different frog species that went extinct since 1980, the revival of the southern gastric brooding frog will help us revive these other different frogs. Many do not understand the significance of frogs. With all these frogs gone, the planet's ecosystem will deteriorate faster than frogs themselves. Frogs are also a big aspect in the food chain. With them gone, other animals will decrease in numbers. Frogs also help humans as they feed on mosquitoes, which are the main transmitters of malaria. The population of mosquitoes will increase, and so will malaria rates. With the frogs gone, many lives will be lost. Although the process of de-extinction is quite expensive, this may be a strain on the economy, but after the process is finished, the economical effect may differ. The extinction of animals will also affect the environment, as some species will classify keystone species and may restore the forests and grasslands as they once were. But de-extinction will also bring up the question, is this ethical? But before answering this, one must ask themselves whether or not it is ethical to drive a species to extinction in the first place. De-extinction will help a lot of species that went extinct as a result of humans. It will only be acceptable to give these creatures back what we took from them.